Did you know? There's a desert in Canada. When you think about Canada, you probably imagine acres of forest and lots of snow, but it turns out that there is also a desert in the Great White North. According to the Star, the grassland and bald hills outside the town of Osoryu are an extension of Sonoran Desert that runs as far south as Mexico and creeps north to form Canada's only arid desert. Area in British Columbia is home to 100 rare plants and 300 creatures that can't be found anywhere else in the country, such as painted turtles, scorpions, lizards. A barista set the world record for making 420 cappuccinos in an hour. If you head into your local coffee shop and need your drink ASAP, and hopefully you'll end up with a barista, Lisa Thomas. The Australian woman set a world record when she made 420 cappuccinos in just 1 hour. According to Guinness World Records, Lisa's attempt had added the pressure of taking the place in public, with fellow colleagues and cafegoers watched her every move and enjoying the cappuccinos, which were given away as she made them. Stars don't really twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star may have led us to believe that the massive celestial bodies in the night sky are sparkling, but it turns out that the flashing we see is merely a space mirage. The light that emanates from the stars is a steady and constant, but Earth's atmosphere interferes with what we witness, which is why they appear to twinkle. Armadillos almost always give birth to identical quadruplets. Having multiple babies at once is the norm for the 9-banded armadillo. This creature, which can be found throughout the Americas, almost always gives birth to quadruplets, with each newborn pup identical to its siblings. Betty White is older than ballpoint pens, trampolines, and sliced bread. Actress Betty White, born on January 17, 1922, that means that the Hollywood icon is older than plenty of things, including ballpoint pens, trampolines, microwaves, electric razors, instant coffee, garages, traffic signals, frozen food, sunglasses, and even sliced bread. The first time a toilet appeared on TV was in 1957. In the early days of television, there were much stricter rules about what you could and couldn't show on screen. That's why Leave It to Beaver ran into a problem in 1957 when one script included the main characters keeping their pet alligator in the toilet tank. The issue was that they weren't allowed to show a toilet on TV, and according to the Standard and Practices Department, ultimately they reached a compromise so they could feature the toilet tank as long as the bowl remained out of shot. A queen termite can live up to 50 years. Termites are industrious little creatures capable of building massive structures for their expansive colonies. But that's not the only remarkable thing about them. The queen termite can also live up to 50 years, which is the longest lifespan of any known insect. For comparison, worker and shelter termites live just up to 1 or 2 years. Newborn babies don't cry tears. On top of sleeping, eating and pooping, babies spend plenty of time crying. However, while they may scream and wail, newborn babies don't shed tears. That ability takes a while to develop, which is why parents won't start to see actual teardrops form until their baby is 2 to 3 months old. Horses cannot physically vomit. Why can't horses vomit? Horses have a much stronger lower esophageal sphincter than other animals, and that makes it impossible for the valve to open under backwards pressure from the stomach. The year 1816 was known as the year without a summer. In April 1815, Mount Tambora in Indonesia experienced the biggest volcano eruption in human history. The event, which lasted an unimaginable 2 weeks, blew countless tons of dust, ash, and sulfur dioxide into the Earth's atmosphere. That blanket of ash shielded the planet from the sun, which led to the year without summer. According to USA Today, parts of New England saw heavy snowfall in June and deadly frost set in during July and August. The average cloud weighs an estimated 1.1 million pounds. Clouds may look like fluffy giant puffs of cotton, but they're actually quite hefty. According to the US Geological Survey, the average cloud weighs 1.1 million pounds, 551 tons. Despite their immense weight, that heavy cloud is floating over your head because the air below it is even heavier. The less density of the cloud allows it to float on the drier and more dense air. If you found that video interesting, please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe.